Sherry, I trust you're going to kick us off. Sherry, you're on mute. We couldn't hear you.
So Mike, you're scheduled to launch. If you'd like me to say a few words, I'm certainly happy to.
Okay, so you just give me the go ahead if we're ready.
Okay, we are ready, and I'd like to introduce everyone to Michael Finney, CEO of the Miami-Dade Beacon Council.
Thanks, Sherry, and good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for taking some time out to join us. We really appreciate everything that Chase does in this community. And most importantly, we appreciate the relationship that has been established between Chase and Miami-Dade Beacon Council Community Ventures. Careers is what it's all about. And I think you all understand that, right? We all have had a lot of success over our lifetime. And I certainly appreciate that. And so what we've been able to do via Chase is really try and build out an opportunity for individuals in our community who otherwise have extreme difficulty in finding career opportunities. We're trying to create a pathway for those individuals to pursue those career opportunities. What's nice about the relationship that we have with Chase is that it lends itself to organizations like all of yours who are also closely partnered with them and are willing to at least take a chance on making a difference in the lives of some of our more economically distressed individuals. Our target population with community ventures are individuals who are living in poverty for the most part, right? I certainly can't imagine going back to a scenario where I had to live in poverty. And certainly we want to bring all of our residents forward as fast as possible. So we've looked at communities throughout South Florida, in Miami, and we have a number of communities that have poverty rates that are higher than 20%. And when we look at the individuals in those communities, they would love to have jobs that would allow them to earn a living wage that were sustainable. And the challenges that they have are often challenges that can be overcome with the right kind of wraparound support. And so what we're doing with community ventures is we're actually providing that wraparound support so that employers like all of you don't have to be concerned about the simplest of things becoming roadblocks to an employee's success. The most common challenge that we have is access to reliable transportation. Literally, we've had a woman who lived in the city of Miami in Overtown who had a job on Miami Beach. And the job, unfortunately for her, was on the second shift, right? So she started work at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and she got off work at 1 or 2 in the morning. So she could get to the beach using public transit in the afternoon, but getting off at 1 or 2 in the morning, her only option was Uber, Lyft, or a friend or family member that could pick her up. And so imagine having to deal with that every day where you simply don't have reliable transportation to get you home from work. And you basically are spending a significant amount of your income to get reliable transportation. So what we do is we overcome those kinds of issues. In fact, we negotiated a partnership with Uber to actually provide transportation for her at no cost to her. And so Uber is one of our partners in this initiative, helping us provide efficient transportation. In fact, they love the initiative so much that they offered to provide pre-employment transportation to anyone who needed it. So if we had someone who didn't have transportation from their home to the job, Uber would provide that so they could get to the interview on time and then get back home without having to take the long route using public transit. And that's just one example of many things that might come up. It could be uniforms, it could be tools, it could be supplies or other things that are required by the employer that these individuals simply wouldn't have the resources to come up with. We provide those wraparound resources. And in every single case, we assign an individual to be a success coach so that there's someone in addition to your team who's touching base with them periodically to understand how it's going, what kind of challenges they're coming into, and most importantly, what kind of support needs are they seeing so that we can then try and step in and within reason provide that support. The long and short of it is is that we really need employers like all of you to say, okay, given that backdrop and so many other things, is it worth it for you to take a chance on someone that might require this additional wraparound support? And in our experience, it absolutely is worth it. We think you're going to find that you're going to have much more loyal employees. Your retention rate is going to go up. Your cost of doing business is going to go down. The quality of your goods and services and products are going to be better because you're going to have some really reliable and frankly appreciative employees, because they know that they otherwise wouldn't have these kind of opportunities. And there's a lot more details to it, and I'm going to leave it to Sherry and Brandon to provide a lot more detail. But at just a high level, we need employers that are willing to say, you know, I can take a chance and give folks an opportunity, just like we all were given opportunities by someone to be successful. And again, we're focused on some of our most challenged residents that we have here in the community to try and make it work. So with that, I'm going to stop. I know Sherry doesn't want me to take all your time, and there's certainly a lot of details, but you know, I'm happy to be a resource to you going forward. We appreciate that Chase was able to set this up. They are partnering with us very closely, as well as, you know, many other organizations. I'm sure Sherry will share some of that and talk to you about opportunities that you may have to become a part of our Community Ventures team and to really make a difference in the lives of some of our most needy residents here in Miami-Dade County. So thank you very much.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mike. I'm going to now pass it over to Chris Reyes from Chase Bank, who is Market Director, and we're just so pleased to have you with us. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, Sherry, and thank you. We're so excited to be with you today. You know, and Mike, I couldn't agree with you more. I've been with Chase for 19 years, and I think about, you know, that manager that gave me the opportunity and changed my life. So I'm eternally grateful to them. But we're excited today to be with you. And not only are we going to share some great opportunities that we have here at Chase and in the branch bank, the bank branch model, but we also are lucky, and I'm really excited because we have 4 unbelievable partners that partner with us today to help support our branches. And they are from, and you'll hear from these experts, and they are from several industries that help support our branches and branch teams. And we're really, really excited to be to have them, and you hear from them today. And stay tuned, because you'll also hear from them some exciting opportunities that they may have available and how to apply. That's really why we're here today. We'll also, after this call today, we'll provide we'll provide a recording of our call. We'll also provide the deck and presentation that'll provide you with contact information and everything that you need to take the next step in your career. And then the last thing is, we're also going to have a Q&A session throughout the presentation today. You can use the chat service that's available, or you can definitely ask through the Zoom session when we're ready for our Q&A. So without further ado, really, really excited. We have 2 great branch managers with us today. I'll turn over the call to Alan Duran. We'll share a little bit about our branch bank model. So Alan.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me today. My name is Alan Duran, a branch manager here at Chase in downtown Miami. I wanted to share with you a quick overview of the different positions that can be held in a retail branch of Chase. Although we have many positions, all the positions have in common to provide a great customer experience through client interactions while looking for ways to provide helpful advice. We will be focusing today on the entry-level position of the associate banker, which my colleague Zanisha Morrison will provide more details. Just to tell you a little bit, in banking, we have positions that focus more on operations, as well as position that focuses on interactions by phone, face-to-face, with the aim of helping customers make the most of their money so they can make the most of their lives. On the operations side, we have a lead associate operations, which is a supervisor level position that works closely to support the associate bankers. We also have a personal banker, which is another entry-level position to which we usually see associate bankers transition to, and typically require some banking experience. And then we have the next level bankers, which are relationship bankers and private client bankers, which are required to be licensed. They work closely with clients to manage all of their banking needs. They work with our One Chase team, which consists of a business relationship manager that handle lending needs and typically work with businesses with higher revenue. And they will also work with a private client advisor, which role consists of providing investment advice, JP Morgan expertise, retirement planning, and then finally, the last partner, which would be the home lending advisor that takes care of the financing or refinancing of homes. And then finally, in the branch, you have the branch manager who oversees the entire operations, manages the whole team, and the profitability of the branch. Now, I did skip over the assistant branch manager as well as the operations and sales because this is a position that's kind of rare and mostly found in mega branches. I'm not sure if we have any down here in Miami. But I also wanted to share my personal experience with you folks because I too started as a part-time teller, which has now evolved into the associate banker position. I was an immigrant from Haiti who came to Miami to get a college degree. I had no banking experience. On my resume, I had dabbled a few places here and there, working at Macy's, did some security work as a security guard. I worked for a contact lens company, taking orders over the phone. And then finally, my last experience, which opened the doors to me to banking, was a door-to-door sales position. I actually took a chance to go into a branch, which was in North Miami, 125th Street. There was a big no solicitation sign on the door, which obviously I chose to ignore and was told to leave because there was no solicitation. However, I proceeded. I replied by saying, listen, I just had some good information and I just wanted to share. So I was dressed appropriately in a suit and tie, looked professional, presented myself pleasantly with a big smile and did my pitch. They happened to be looking for tellers with a great attitude who were not afraid to talk to people. And I ended up leaving the bank that same day after completing a job application. So I did not know this was going to be my biggest and greatest job opportunity, and I would make my career out of this. So here I am today, a branch manager, about to celebrate 25 years this month in banking. So if you have what it takes, you want a great career with a great company, and you have it in you to want to help people, bring your smile, great attitude, and give yourself that chance with Chase. Zanisha, I'll turn it over to you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Zanisha Morrison. I'm the branch manager here in North Miami Beach. I'm here to pretty much tell you, a little bit about the associate banker role. The associate banker role pretty much is the forefront of delivering, an exceptional customer experience. Just to piggyback off what Alan says, right? We're really here to foster lasting relationships. Really here to help clients with not just their everyday transactions. Like we have to build rapport. We want to be able to introduce our clients to our One Chase team. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our One Chase team as well. But one of the biggest things I do want you to take away as well is that you don't have to come from banking to be able to apply or to be qualified to become an associate banker with Chase. A little bit about our One Chase family. We pretty much have our associate bankers being able to help clients with access. Help clients, what does that mean? With technology, helping them really understand how a client wants to bank so they can bank when and how and where they want. So we can pretty much help them make the best of their lives. We want to be able to help clients from being able to maybe deposit a check on a phone, being able to avoid a trip to the branch, being able to really inform the clients of all the ways that they can do their banking and enjoy their banking from the comforts of their home. Maybe an associate banker may want to help a client or introduce them to technology. Maybe they want to help them at the ATM to make a deposit versus coming into the branch, spending time away from their friends and family to do little things that they can do on their own, but also introducing them to their One Chase team. We pretty much in the branches, we have financial advisors to help clients that maybe want to have some retirement information, or maybe their children is going to college. They want to start maybe saving. So, an associate banker can identify if that's a need, who can I go ahead and help them to be seen with. Maybe the client is purchasing their first home and they need financing. The associate banker can be able to identify those needs and introduce them to a home lending advisor. If we have a client that maybe wants to open their first checking account, maybe their first high school or college account, maybe apply for their first student credit card, right? That associate banker can know that there's a personal banker in the branch that can help them do those things. And pretty much one of the most important roles is the associate banker, and that's why we're kind of honing in onto this entry level position, because they're the forefront of everything that kind of starts where we need to help the client finish. And it's really just about the client's experience from beginning to end. And it starts with the first person they see, and oftentimes that is the associate banker. And just to tell you a little bit about myself and why the associate banker role is like my favorite role of all, and why it's so important to me, is because just like Alan, I started as well as a teller almost 15 years ago. Pretty much looking for a job myself. I just graduated high school and I was just starting college, and there was a Chase like 5 minutes from my house in Hialeah. So I said, why not? I want to go ahead and apply. I went on 2 interviews and pretty much have worked every single position from then, starting as a teller. We have positions that a sales and service associate that we no longer have today, from a personal banker to a manager on duty to a business banker. All these roles that are in the branch to help our clients make the most of their money so they can make the most of their lives. And it really starts with the associate banker role. So a little bit about it, it's not a transactional, right? Our business has changed and has evolved from 15 years ago, 25 years ago, right? We want to look for candidates that can create an experience that can really make an impact in our clients' lives. And it's all about financial health, right? We have to help clients and be able to advise them on the ways that we can grow their money for them. So it's not just about being an order taker, making a deposit, running a transaction. This role is so much bigger than that because our industry has evolved since then. So like Alan Duran said, you have a great attitude. You want to make this a career. This is not just, clock in, clock out. We want passionate people to be able to be the face in the forefront of Chase and everything that we have to offer, so we can really help our clients make the most of their lives so they can make the most of their time. And I'm going to turn it over to Yvette Castro, Marketing Director for Miami Central.
Thank you so much, Tanisha. Good afternoon, everybody. So now, a very important part, right? How do I apply? 5 very simple steps here that you'll see. So the first one is where to go, right? So you go to careers.jpmorganchase.com. And here you'll be able to see all the open positions, the details, requirements for every role that we have open. The second step is to search it. So you're searching for what position you're looking for. The third step is to actually apply. And that's where you would enter all of your information and details. Fourth step, enter your email address so that we can be in contact with you. And then the last step is just to confirm your identity and all of the details. So a couple of things to just keep in mind. When you are applying, you'll be asked to provide some basic information such as your experience, your education, and it'll ask you a couple questions about yourself. You're also able to attach your LinkedIn or Indeed profiles if you already have one of those. Attaching the resume is optional. However, it is encouraged. So if you have your resume available, it'd be great to attach it, and also just to have that information at hand as far as, your previous work experience and dates, so that everything matches properly. And again, all the information on any of our positions is here. Very, very user-friendly and easy to apply. With that, I think I'm turning it back to Chris.
Thank you, Yvette. Fantastic job, everybody. So with that, we'll open it up and take a few minutes to see if there are any questions out there about the associate banker role. But as you heard from each of these wonderful speakers, we really are looking for people that have that can-do attitude, that really have that passion and drive to want to take over the world. That's really it. And we will teach you the rest. We will teach you our products, our policies, our procedures. You just got to come in every day ready to go and ready to learn. So I'll pause to see if there's any questions.
Silence. I know there's questions. Um,
All right.
okay.
But the good news is we'll provide our contact information. You can contact us directly. And we'll also have a second Q&A session, so don't be shy. You can take advantage of that too if you think of something between now and then. We're here to help and walk you through every step of the way. So thank you to all of our Chase representatives. With that, we'll move our agenda next to our wonderful and unbelievable partners that just do a great job supporting our branches. So with that, I'll turn it over to Lindsay from Advanced Roofing. So Lindsay.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. My name is Lindsay Waymeyer and I'm the Director of HR for Advanced Roofing. We are a family-owned company that started back in 1983 by our founder and president, Rob Kanarins. We have branched off into other industries other than roofing. We are in the solar, electrical, and HVAC industries as well, but roofing is our core business. So I'd like to just share with you some of the career opportunities and the career paths that we do have developed for our roofing division. So next slide, please. So in our roofing production side of the business, this is what our career path looks like. So you start off as a pre-apprentice. This is our entry-level position in the roofing industry, and you work your way up through our apprenticeship program, which is Apprenticeship 3, and then to become a graduate of that apprenticeship program to move on to a roofing mechanic 1, to then possibly all the way up through a roofing construction manager. If we would like to move to the next slide, I can give some more detail. So essentially you can see on this slide through the pre-apprenticeship program or our entry-level position, this is where we would do a boot camp, so to speak, a day in the life of what it's like to be a roofer. It's a 1-week program that anybody that we hire goes through and experiences, a roofing position for a week. After that week of a trial period per se, we move those pre-apprentices into an Apprenticeship 1 position and then put them through the schooling, which is in partnership with ABC, South Florida or East Coast. And then you get to go to school. Depending upon your location, you go at night, 1 day a week for 3 hours. And then you'll have labs on the weekends to learn a little bit more to develop that skill set. But the apprenticeship program will take you all the way through Apprenticeship 3 level. And then roofing mechanic is when you would graduate that program. So we're really prideful of our apprenticeship program. It gives the opportunity to learn on the job as well as get that classroom training. So then we call it the cheeseburger tastes like the cheeseburger. It's our means to make sure that the way that we do roofing for our customers is done the same throughout all of our locations in the state of Florida. If you'd like to move on to the next slide, I can talk about how to apply. So we have lots of positions open in all of our divisions. We do have HVAC, solar, and electrical that I mentioned before, but simply you can visit our website, advancedroofing.com. You can click on the employment tab, and then you can search for open positions that are listed there by completing the application. If you have any questions in relations to our open positions, you can certainly contact us at careers@advancedroofing.com as well. And we're happy to help with any questions that anybody does have. And certainly if anyone has any questions about advanced roofing, I'd be happy to field them at this point.
Answered all the questions. There is one that comes up, and it's basically for everyone. And the question is always, so what's the entry wages? So at what point is entry level wages? And certainly a question that if you feel comfortable answering it, great. If not, we can certainly discuss it. But we're so focused on living wage of $13.61 that's always a wonderful thing when that information is presented.
At Advanced Roofing, for our entry-level position, we're at $14 an hour, And through the apprenticeship program, each year you graduate. So as you move from apprentice 1 to apprentice 2 to apprentice 3, you can see the progression that comes automatically with passing the class and, you know, getting the, you know, passing your tests, etc. That, and, you know, performing in the job. These are, you know, how you can progress within a 3-year time frame from $14 an hour to $18 an hour if you graduate to the program in just a 3-year time frame. So if you can make that kind of commitment, you can truly excel your career within roofing in a 3-year period. So again, we're really prideful about it, and we've had a lot of successes with it.
Great. Thank you.
Fantastic.
So I believe I'm turning this over to Michael from Marsden Services.
Yeah, thanks, Lindsay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for allowing Marsden to participate. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Michael, Sherry, Chris. We have partnered with Chase as their preferred janitorial and building maintenance provider for the last 7 years. We actually service all of the 100+ branches in Day. Don't quote me on that, Chris and Alan, but I think it's somewhere in that area, about 100, strictly in the county alone. But a little bit about Marsden. So we grew to the family of companies since 1952, and 10,000 employees, 300 million square feet of office space that we clean, and janitorial services are, you know, that is our core competency. But as we talked about it with security and building maintenance, largely we have local operations in our major metropolitan markets. So Tampa, Orlando, and of course Miami being our other large metropolitan market. And what we like to say is we have the strength of a large nationwide company, but with a local service. So the people we want to incorporate locally, we want to hire locally, promote from within locally, and provide our, largely again, our core competency, which is janitorial services. We do provide an array of services, however. We are the preferred vendor also with Chase, their disaster recovery and response, anything from sandbagging to boarding up windows, to water remediation, to cutting a tree limb that fell down in the parking lot. And given that we're coming up to the hurricane season, we already had some of it this past weekend. Thankfully, it was a small event, but we did have opportunity to employ and hire. And I wanted this slide to be our first because we are hiring. We are hiring at entry level, we are hiring at supervisory level, and we are hiring at specialty services level. If you want to go to the next slide, let's see, go down, go one more, to the next one. And then here, let's just go to the job opportunities. If you can go to the next one, please. Thanks. So the services we provide for Chase, and we have provided for Chase over the last 7 years, range from janitorial to HVAC, carpet cleaning, all the way to repair and even installation. Same with tile repair, tile cleaning to tile restoration as well, power washing, landscaping, light facility services for the most part. And a lot of times our cleaning positions there start at that $9.50 an hour, but where we're really at is the specialty services cleaner to the floor tech. That's really our areas that are really a hotspot for us to hire, that we can't hire fast enough in a lot of instances, just because we have so much business in the markets. And it's just a great time to be with Chase, and with them being one of the, you know, really leading the charge and changing their business model from a cleaning perspective and from a disinfecting perspective, that because they've been leading the charge in this and providing that safe workspace for not only the public, but their staff, is that it's providing jobs. And we're hiring quick, and we're placing people, providing the training, providing the personal protective equipment, providing the necessary things to get the jobs done. So necessarily having experience isn't always a must. We're happy to put forth that investment to train somebody if they're willing to put forth the effort to work hard for us. I mean, it's a fair trade. But there is a lot of opportunity with Marsden right now, and largely in that Miami market. We also have other opportunities as well, as we have dozens of clients in that Miami market as well. But how to apply, if we go to the next slide. Yeah, so it's easy. You just go to our website, and they'll talk about exactly where you are, a job skill if there is one, so we can place them perfectly. We do our best. Job location, I know Michael mentioned earlier, the access to reliable transportation is a challenge. Because we're peppered so thoroughly throughout the county, we do have opportunities a lot of times very close to people live, and we try to match that up the best we can. We want them to be with us for a while, and if we can accommodate something closer to them, closer to those employees or that candidate who wants to work for us, that we do our best to align, wherever they may be, so we can keep them on board. And so that transportation, we try to mitigate that by getting something that's very close to where they live. But the process there is online. It's very easy. It's user friendly. I believe Emma Santiago is on as well. She's our director of HR for the state of Florida. And she would be the one spearheading it after the initial application. There's an integrity test that's involved as well. And then finalizing through interviews, and then the person's brought on board. So it's a pretty seamless hiring process. And we are in fact actively recruiting and hiring for the Miami market, Dade County. And I believe I pass it along to Dan. Now, Dan, take it away.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
What's the turnaround time from application to getting a job? Just average.
3 to 5 days.
Wow. Okay.
We do have several steps involved, and everything is done electronically. So there's not a lot of face-to-face, as you can probably imagine, given our current climate. So we do everything online. So the reason it takes 3 to 5 days is sometimes with email and stuff, it takes a little bit of time for stuff to get back and forth. But Emma, would you agree to that? Emma, I believe you're on 3 to 5 days. Is that about right? John, I saw her put something in the chat before that she was on. Okay, she must have got kicked off. Yeah, I'm roughly there, 3 to 5 days. Sherry.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry. Do you hear me now?
Yes, we got you, Emma. Hi, thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Emma Santiago. I'm the HR person for Marsden South. Their turnover of 2 to 5 days is also includes that some of our customers require drug screening, and we have to make sure to get those results. And these days, it's been a challenge with the situation that we're living with, but it's pretty easy and pretty smooth so far.
Thank you, Emma.
I know we have a question in the chat. Can a person advance from cleaner to floor tech faster than 1 to 2 years?
Yes. So part of some cleaner's daily responsibility is floor responsibility, floor care. So if someone demonstrates that they have an aptitude for just general floor cleaning, yeah, they can. It would be less than 1 to 2 years.
Great.
Great. I guess that's my cue to kick in. This is Dan Williams with All Clean Services. Thanks, Mike, for teeing us off. We're also a janitorial service providing company, and again, thanks to Chase Bank, Chris, Mike, Michael, and Sherry for this opportunity. This is just an incredible program, and it's in fact, I haven't seen anything like it. What you guys offer to the community out there and how you support them. So very glad and appreciative to be involved. A little bit about All Clean Facility Services. We're similar, very similar in nature to Marsden, and are a partner with them in the community with Chase Bank as well as other corporate facilities. We clean everything from hospitals, banks to corporate office space, schools, education, that type of stuff, government buildings. We're a family-owned business as well. It was started by a gentleman named Kevin Keegan, who is in Jacksonville, Florida. We've been in business for about 30 years, so we've got a strong presence and a national coverage as well. So if you're looking for advancement and an opportunity to possibly move to a different state close to your family, we have those opportunities within our company. Some of the services that we provide as a janitorial company, obviously, Mike went over a few of these, but carpet cleaning, again, the floor maintenance, window cleaning, pressure washing, landscape painting, those types of things are the services we offer. We try to be really specialized in what we do, and make sure we provide a good presence to our customers, i.e. Chase in this case. You know, I wanted to talk real quick about why you would choose All Clean. We have a really loyal and comprehensive training program. So we are dedicated to an entry-level employee who really wants to progress in this industry. There is a lot of opportunity. And a lot of people think, gosh, you know, in fact, I came from the hotel side of things with Marriott as a director level about 6 years ago to this industry. And I've just been actually amazed at the income you can make as you progress and how quickly you can advance in the janitorial business. And it really is just about your experience and knowledge through your daily application. So we do a comprehensive training program to try to progress our employees. We promote from within. We try to hire, you know, the cleaners, you know, and our supervisors to, you know, escalated positions, because we know them, we know their skill sets and their ability to work and engage with our customers. We're a very family-centric company. We believe in taking care of our employees, respecting that they need time to spend with their families, and so we offer paid holidays, paid vacation, that type of thing. Those are some of the benefits, along with insurance packages and those types of things. We really look for employees that have an ownership approach. I always refer back to my hospitality experience. I think it was brought up on this call, come to work with a smile on your face. We're really looking for that employee that wants to come to work and put on that face and be a face and act like it's their company. That they walk into our banks, our branches, our commercial locations with a smile. They're there to service our customers and provide an excellent experience, and say yes to the tasks that need to be done. So that's really the type of employee that we're looking for. The next, I guess, as far as positions that are open with our company, same thing. We've got you know, current positions open for just your traditional cleaner. We like to elevate our technicians. We don't call them cleaners, we call them cleaning specialists, because we train you and we feel like it's a very important position, especially in today's world. I think that there's a lot of respect for what we're doing out there, and there's a lot of need for what we do, and we want to make sure that you're trained and understand the importance of your role, and that you have that integrity as you walk into buildings. Floor techs as well, same thing. Again, if you've got the aptitude, a lot, you know, we can bring a cleaner in and train them to do, you know, there's different tasks like stripping and waxing and buffing of floors. And again, if you've got the skill set and can demonstrate, you know, through personality and conversation and some of the interview processes, there's possibilities we might put someone in and train them as a floor tech right away. So, and then of course, supervisors, we're actually looking for a supervisor in the Southern Florida area. The pay rate would be depending on experience, but it's a fairly lucrative position. Yeah, I guess the next question would be for me to you would be, how do you apply? So All Clean Services, we have a website. I will make sure I post this to the chat room as well. So look for that as soon as I'm done speaking here. But it is, if you've got a pen ready or a pencil, it's All Clean, S as in Sam, V as in Victor, C as in Cat, S.com. So allcleansvcs.com. And there's only 15 participants on this call, I believe, or so. I'm going to give, I usually don't do this, but I want to demonstrate our seriousness and support for Chase and for you as possible employees. And I'm going to just share my email address. If you'd like to shoot me a resume and or reach out via email, you're welcome to do that. I will respond. I will pass that along. My email is D Williams with an S at allcleansvcs.com. And I will also include that in the chat. But that's everything from All Clean. We hope to hear from you and be able to interview you and hopefully employ you. What a great opportunity. Thank you for allowing us to participate. I think we're going to kick this off to Peter with Service Master. You're on.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Peter from Service Master. We're located here in Orlando, Florida. And thank you, Mike and Sherry, for the opportunity to speak with everybody here and tell a little bit about what Service Master can do for not only Chase Bank, but for everybody that's here in the call, for everybody that needs to apply for a job. Service Master we're a nationwide company. So almost in every single major city in the United States, Service Master is going to be located in there. And Service Master is unique because Service Master is a brand, and within that brand, we have various companies that you may have heard of, such as Terminix, Mary Maids, Furniture Medic, AmeriSpec. Those are all companies that's owned by Service Master, and they're all service providers for a lot of entities, not only in Florida, but nationwide. So a little bit about who Service Master is. We operate ourselves in the restoration and in the cleaning field here in Florida. And we perform janitorial, floor care, water mitigation, disaster restoration, such as hurricane services, fire mitigation, mold remediation. So we're technically a type of all service cleaning company nationwide. And what we do for every single applicant is they can be directed not only to such as our direct website, but the Service Master website in general. For instance, I pulled up before our conversation, we have 67 jobs available in Florida that we need applicants for. In the Miami area, we have 8 positions available. And if you pull up at servicemasterrestore.com, you'll see that there's opportunity for Furniture Medic, Terminix, Service Master Restore, Clean, and AmeriSpec. So if you see those brands, it's a Service Master branded company. And we deal with a variety of brands and variety of trades within our specifications. We also perform the COVID-19 cleaning, sanitizing, and disinfection, which is something that we targeted with Chase branches. We did quite a few branches. We did 2 or 3 call centers for Chase here in Florida as well, with over 200,000 square feet. And we try to deal with every single person that comes in a different type of way. What we do is we don't require a minimum experience. You can start from no experience at all, and we're going to train you for, guiding you to get that experience on your daily basis and get you certified with the industry standard, which is IICRC. Then you get to be a technician, such as a water or a floor care type of technician. You'll be trained into getting a lead position, and from there on, you get management and supervision positions, and maybe even being able to be a general manager at a franchise location. So you can apply if you want to apply. It's servicemasterrestore.com or servicemaster.com. Any of those two will guide you to the website. Go to careers, and you can type in such as Florida. Or if you want to move to elsewhere, you can type in the city where you're going and check the opportunities that are available there. And you can be directed that way as well. And I'll put my email on the chat as well if there's any questions that pop up that just didn't come across right now. You can email me and I'll be glad to answer them. Our HR department is also glad to answer them. And if needed, we're here. Hurricane season is coming, so we always get prepared with applicants. And as soon as something hit, be it in Miami, Brevard County, or any other state such as Georgia, South, North Carolina, we also send people over there to be able to work. And what's unique about Service Master as well is that since we have branches all over the United States, if, for instance, you work at an Orlando office and you have family members in, I don't know, New York, and you want to move to New York for any purpose, it's just a direct communication to request if there's an open opportunity over there, and you have that flexibility to be within the Service Master family, just transitioning from one location to the other. So that's who we are, what we do, and what we're here for.
Fantastic. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate everybody on all of our partners. I know that now is the time where we're definitely want to open it up for Q&A to see if we have any questions on the line. I know we had one question, and that was right when Dan wrapped up. So Dan, I'll throw this over to you, and of course any of our partners that would like to answer. One is, and Emmanuel is asking, what are the pay scale rates for entry-level positions?
That's a good question. You know, it's important for us to make sure our objective is to retain you. We don't want you to turn over. It costs us money every time we turn an employee over. So that really depends on the job specifically that you're applying for. I would say we've got a portion of positions that start out at that equivalent $9.50 per hour base wage rate. But then we have some other positions within other facilities that are anywhere from, you know, $10 to $11 an hour. So again, it depends on the position that you apply for and the facility that we put you in. But good question.
Thank you. All right, this is our time where we'd love to hear from our those that attended today. Hopefully we get some more questions. Don't be shy. We are here to help, and we are here to provide as much information today.
I have a general question. With the COVID-19 and the cleaning that's taking place, has the demand increased?
Yes, the demand has increased with opening up more offices and businesses. A lot of people have been seeing that they need that specialized type of cleaning. And we've done a lot of programs with a lot of companies as we come in every single day after hours and sanitize and disinfect. Electrostatic machines are also in place when we need to perform that type of service. And yes, it has increased due to the ability of being able to actually open up businesses.
Is there any training, special training for that? I keep on hearing about contact, what is it, tracing, contact tracing? Is there any training, are there any training opportunities?
Yeah, so if a new employee ever comes in, we won't send that new employee out to perform any of the COVID-19 cleaning. We get more of the specialized technicians that we have in the field. Most of the ones that go out are mold remediation technicians, which are more used to the hazardous conditions that we have out there. And we wear full PPEs, the personal protective equipment, goggles, the tie-back suits, gloves, and it's tied in with the just blue tape. And we go in, and it's a very unique type of service that we need to perform. Masks, we need to wear that at all times. We can't have contact with the eyes. So it's technicians that have more experience to be out there than to someone that's never done it before.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Peter. And just a reminder to, if you have a question, just please raise your hand on the Zoom virtual tool, and we will unmute your line. We have another question. What are your positions on returning citizens or ex-offenders applying?
I can jump in on that. This is Dan from All Clean. Again, that really depends on the customer. Different customers have different requirements for our employees to be in their buildings. We do try to support that community. We understand that there's unfortunate situations and events that take place in lives. And we're here to try to support those people in getting back on their feet. So we do have opportunities for ex-offenders and people that are have work permits or whatever it might be. It may vary, but we do have those opportunities at specific locations for those types of people as well. So
that would be the same for advanced roofing.
Same here.
If I might add, this is Dan again with All Clean. I just wanted to throw in there, and Mike with Marsden, you're probably in the same boat, but we do have, day and night positions available. So if you're looking for an evening, a part-time job because you have to be home with children during the day, or you already have employment, we do have opportunities for part-time work and full-time work. And so please reach out to us on those as well. And I think we talked a little bit about COVID remediation and response. We have a full and fully engaged and active training program on that. We also would certify the cleaners prior to releasing them into the field. There would be a supervisor that would assist them for a 2-week period at that time, but they've got about a 2-week training that they go through in order to become certified and able to respond. But they are popping up. We're getting a lot of those that people are, as you can imagine, they need it. Everybody needs it taken care of now. So a lot of these are 2-hour response times. So we do pay a little different, higher paid wage rate for that, but it would be an on-call type service for some of these things. Some of them are scheduled, but a lot of them we get are calls where they've had a positive case in the building and they need someone to come out and react to that situation quickly. So we have an on-call staff that's been trained and ready to react to those situations and are available for those quick response and needed cases. So.
And Dan, we have a question from David. Are there any positions open in the Fort Lauderdale area?
Yes, there are. So just reach out to me personally and I can share more specifics on that.
Great. And as hopefully we have a few more questions from the attendees, but just want to continue to remind you that we'll definitely share this information with you. We'll share the recording. We'll share our partners' contact information, our contact information. But now's the time, to take action, right? And there's positions available from all of our partners. You hear that today, and we provided their individual websites, and we also provided an email also that will with Miami Community Ventures. That's a centralized email for us to follow up with our partners if we need to help fast start any open positions. So. All right. So Sherry, any final thoughts before we wrap up today?
Well, first, thank you so much to everyone, including certainly the presenters and our audience. And just wanted to finish up with Miami Community Venture. Yes, we're all very passionate about it because it's certainly the right thing to do in terms of job opportunities. We have qualified individuals that are ready to work. And so opening these doors is fantastic, but also want to really highlight the fact that it's contributing to our economy. It's contributing to our community and prosperity building for the longer term, for generations. And so it makes all of us feel certainly grateful for being a part of this and contributing in some way. And then just want to highlight, we have a network, you'll get an email, but we have service providers. A few of them are on here. And they focus on really getting candidates for these positions. And I just want to give them recognition as well. We have Overtown, which is the Overtown Youth Center. We have the Opelika CDC. We have FIU Construction Trades. And then CWTP that I know is on the line as well. So that's a network. If you're assisting candidates, certainly you can reach out to us or reach out to them or reach out directly to the companies that are offering jobs. And then in addition to that, you can certainly reach out to our centralized location. So at the end of the day, we're really focused on connecting our structurally unemployed with living wage jobs. Makes a difference for all of us. And so thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.